What's going on, everybody? I'm Dylan. I run Quest for Nostalgia, where I teach you how to do all my 3D printed movie props and things like that. And in this video, I want to teach you guys how to do the buckles for your helmets. So maybe you've seen my Mighty Morphin Power Ranger helmet videos, and I always do mine with the buckles. It's more like season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the zyuranger stuff. That's the Japanese footage that was carried over. And I just love the way that the buckles look, and I always get asked, how do I do it? So I'm going to do a really detailed guide of how I go about doing it. It's a very easy, quick thing, but I want to make sure you guys have all the steps that you need to do it. If this video ends up helping you out, like, comment, subscribe, all of the YouTube things, those really help me grow and would really help this video get shared for other people. But let's get into how I do the buckles for this helmet. Alright, so we're going to start here, and I'm going to show you on wood so that way it's a little bit brighter, a little bit easier to show you what to do. But what I'll do is I'll start actually with this left side. I want to get this buckled down before I even start on this back piece. So I'll get it in position where I want it. I want to hold it tight, see where it's going to line up, see where it's going to look good. You know, this would be a closed gap here. And then I take this part away. Then I'm going to mark the holes. Since I have this lined up where I want it to be, I'm going to then mark the holes here. And we now see where we need to drill, right? So then what I do, since I use rivets, if you have a screw, you can do the same thing. I have a drill bit that matches the same thickness of your rivet or of your screw that you're going to use. So then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll drill those holes out. So with these holes drilled in there now, I would go ahead and I'd put my rivets into place, and I would rivet this side of the helmet. I'd get this fastened down in exactly where I'd want it to be. So I'm not actually going to rivet these down because I don't want to waste them. All you do is have your hand riveter. You use the one that's appropriate for the diameter, and then you just squeeze it. When you squeeze it through, you might have to squeeze it twice, and then that's going to snap off the extra stick there. But you can also use screws if that's what you want to do. But now that I have the left side in place, what I'll do is I'll put the buckle on here and I'll pull it tight. So I want to have this nice and tight, close that gap, and I push against it. What I'm going to then do is I'm going to trace the back side of this buckle here. So tracing the back here, getting a nice mark. The reason I chase it closed, because if I had it open to where you could see the holes and I did it like this, where I had this here, that's way too far away, because as you close it, it's going to shorten the distance, right? So that's not the right spot. So what I do is I trace it while it's closed, then I open it and I place it here where the back of that lines up to that mark. So here's the back. I line it up to this mark, and then now with this in spot, I can then trace the holes inside of here, and now we have the actual spots where we need them to be. So these holes here are actually there. If I had done it like this, where it was open, because it's easy to see, it would be way off. This spot would be way too far back. So you need to do it with it closed. So I trace the back there, and now you can see here, I can have that perfectly lined up there. And then again, I would do the same thing. I would drill these holes out exactly like we did there. And then all you have to do is put your buckle on, and we do exactly the same thing we did there. We put our rivets into the holes. They'd have the pins in there, nice and easy. And we would put them through there and rivet. It's super, super easy, or you can use screws, but that's it. And then when it's closed, you'd have a nice tight junction here, which would keep this nice and buckled. So a quick breakdown to repeat. Do this left side, the buckle side first, keep it closed, trace the back, and then when you're done with that, you'll have the tail and the 2 holes that you do. Drill those out just like you did the first time, and then rivet it, and you should have a great buckle that holds it nice and tight. In the description below, I'll have all the tools necessary to do this, what buckles I use, and then a hand riveter and things like that for you guys. I hope this video was helpful. I'm currently finishing my own Blue Ranger here, also with the buckles there. But I hope this really helped. And like I said, if it really did help you out, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, do you like the buckle version, or would you rather do the magnet version? But hopefully, since you're watching this, you like the buckle version as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, you're the backbone of the channel, and I love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.